we are with another episode of Unpacked Q&A after the show, between the scenes, rewind, snippets, bite size, all the names. This is all the names. So
just everything.
Yeah, I couldn't decide on one, so we just all of them. It's all of them. So we're here and we're going to be answering questions that you have sent in. Ready? Here we go. Timmy,
right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
My husband has a problem with the way that I pray. He says that I am disrespectful towards God because I don't get on my knees all the time and pray. I pray in my car, in the bath, in the bed, wherever and whenever I speak to God. Am I doing something wrong?
No, you're not doing anything wrong.
Absolutely not.
He needs to mind his business. That's what I mean, we're answering the questions like I'm trying to answer the questions like if we were in
if we were in a counseling session.
Yeah, and I would tell him to mind his business, because what's happening based on what I hear in this question is he is comparing his relationship to God to her relationship
100%
with God. And whatever he's doing for his relationship to work, she doesn't need to match for her relationship
not at all.
to work.
Not at all.
And so if he feels comfortable getting on his knees to pray, and that's great, and listen to praise and worship music for 3 hours and put on a kente cloth, or, you know what I'm saying? A Jewish robe with some tassels on it. That's cool for him. If she finds that the best time for her is in her commute to work, God's not petty.
He's not petty.
And he's not comparing.
No.
Like, well, you're not doing what Brian's doing.
No, not at all.
How come you're not in my presence like you're no, so stop. I would just tell him to back up off your wife and understand that you grow at different times spiritually, and there could be a season where she has a more intense expression in her relationship, and maybe it's a season where he doesn't, and so it shouldn't be going either way.
And you're correct. And I think to add to that, that doesn't mean that her prayer life isn't intense just because it doesn't look the way that his is displayed.
Yeah, there's a lot of judgmentalism.
It's very judgmental. And so, but to the woman who wrote this in, I want to say to you, and Tim is saying to you too, that no, there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'd even go is to say this, the fact that you are communing with the Lord all throughout the day. He loves that.
Yeah.
Because you are spending time with him all day. He's always on your mind. And so God isn't into religion and religious practices or legalism that if you don't do these things, he's not going to hear you. No. He's after your heart. And when you're spending time with him, sometimes you can have the best worship times in your car, on the way to work, at night, before you go to bed. So there's no specific way that you have to pray, that it has to look a certain way, that God's not going to hear you. Not everybody has the luxury sometimes to just be able to do things in a certain sort of format or flow. But no, it doesn't compare. When Tim prays and he has his time, it's different from the times that I do it. God doesn't love him or me any more or less. So no, you are not doing anything wrong. But I wonder if this writer is from a different cultural background, where maybe in certain cultures, there is a bit of a regiment in how you are to pray. And so it is looked at or frowned upon if you're not praying in this dynamic, then God is not going to hear you. And so if that is the case, if it is from a different culture, then we need to acknowledge that maybe culturally it's different, but not biblically. And so I want you to know that whether you're able to get on your knees or not, whether you're able to lift your hands or not, if you can open up your mouth and speak and pray, and you can talk to the Lord wherever you are, he hears you.
That's good.
Okay? So
good.
Don't let your spouse's words bind you into how you pray and express your love and worship to the Lord.